I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. Apple just dealt a knockout blow to the budget end of the smartphone market with the announcement of the brand new iPhone SE. It takes a lot of what you'd find in the much more expensive iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro and packs it into the familiar form factor of the iPhone 8, Touch ID and all. In this episode, I give you the full rundown of Apple's newest iPhone release. What is going on, Tech Squad? As I mentioned today, Apple announced the second generation iPhone SE. If you're interested, I will leave links down in the description below. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that naming scheme, you're probably not alone. Apple actually released the original iPhone SE way back on March 31st, 2016. And back then it was touted as having almost everything you'd find in the iPhone 6S, but in the much smaller body of the iPhone 5S at a starting price of $399. 4 years later, and Apple is back with a similar strategy. They've taken almost everything in the iPhone 11 and they've stuffed it into the smaller body design of the iPhone 8. This gives you a lot of the iPhone 11's greatest hits in the best-selling smartphone form factor of all time, again with a starting price of just $399. So let's get into the full rundown of the new iPhone SE and all its features, starting with the A13 Bionic chip. The A13 is the same chip that you'll find in both the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro, which start at $699 and $999 respectively. The A13 is currently the fastest chip shipping in any smartphone and is typically faster than the MacBook Air and several PC laptops as well when measuring single-threaded tasks. Apple has taken its latest and greatest processor and put it into the iPhone SE, allowing you to tap into that same processing and graphics power for $399. The A13 Bionic chip also allows for better photography, leading us right into the next major feature we need to talk about, the camera. The iPhone SE features a single 12 megapixel rear camera, which takes advantage of the A13 Bionic's power to improve its Smart HDR photography, which combines multiple shots into a single photo to improve lighting and detail. It also has a portrait mode with technology Apple calls monocular depth sensing. It uses machine learning to detect depth in faces, which unfortunately means it'll only work on people, not pets or other objects, which is similar to the iPhone XR. It includes optical image stabilization, and Apple says it can do cinematic stabilization on video, as well as support 4K video at 60 frames per second or 4K with extended dynamic range video at up to 30 frames per second. The front-facing selfie camera is 7 megapixels, and it can also do portrait mode effects as well. Next up, let's talk about what I think will be another differentiating feature when it comes to the iPhone SE, that being battery life. Apple says that the 2020 version of the iPhone SE will sport 13 hours of battery life on average. And if you're wondering how a phone that's just 4.7 inches in size can pack that much battery life when compared to the iPhone 8, it's likely due to the removal of the 3D touch display layer, allowing for a larger battery to fit in its place. Now that does mean that the iPhone SE will use haptic touch instead of 3D touch, but it also means that you now have a battery that should last you all day. As for the rest of the features that the iPhone SE adds to the iPhone 8 form factor, you're now getting Wi-Fi 6 and gigabit LTE connectivity, dual SIM support with eSIM, and that same 4.7-inch True Tone display and Touch ID sensor that was found on the iPhone 8 as well. If you want to pick up the new iPhone SE, you can get the 64 gigabyte version for $399, the 128 gigabyte model for $50 more at $499, and the 256 gigabyte unit for $549. All three sizes will be available in black, white, and product red. And interestingly enough, the front glass on all three models is now black, making the entire iPhone line uniform when you include the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. So unfortunately, that product red back with white front is now a thing of the past. Now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, do you plan on picking up the new iPhone SE 2020 edition? Are you all about that small form factor and Touch ID, or have you moved on to bigger and better smartphones? Again, comment down below. I will meet you there for further discussion. Speaking of further discussion, if you want to hear more about the iPhone SE 2020 and the new OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro, be sure to tune in to the Geared Up podcast. Geared Up is the show I do each and every week with John Rettinger, where we talk about the latest in tech, gadgets, and games. This week we'll be covering the iPhone SE, OnePlus 8, and OnePlus 8 Pro. Just search for Geared Up, 2 words, not one, in your favorite podcast player. Until next time, thank you so much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. Please do continue to stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next video.